What's up, everybody? It's Levi with A1 Trading up here at the store today. Even though we're closed, doing a little bit of a walkthrough, seeing what all needs to be done this coming week. Decided to make a video for you guys. It's going to be a longer video. We're usually making shorts because that's just kind of where I'm at skill level wise. I am not a big computer person, technology person. That's why I like retro stuff. It's easier usually. However, it seems like you guys like the videos, both the local people and the people online. I appreciate you guys with all your comments and likes and all that stuff. We've got way more subscribers than I think we'd ever get, but it has definitely helped our business having this channel with people coming in the store. People said they've seen us, and we've gotten some trade-ins based off of things people have seen, and that's kind of one thing I want to talk about today. So you guys have seen the post and the shorts and stuff probably with our original Xbox kiosk that we picked up off of Facebook Marketplace. A gentleman hit us up. He used to work at a GameStop, and I believe he was a manager, and he has a bunch of crazy stuff. He's got kiosks, he's got standees, he's got posters, he's got games. He's been a big collector for a long time. He's a big Xbox guy, like myself. Just a crazy collection, one that is beyond anything I would probably ever have. He was truly in the right place at the right time for a lot of this stuff, and fortunately for me, I am getting some of his collection. He has been very pleasant to deal with. I'm very grateful that he's dealt with us. I'm glad that he chose us for his business, and we're doing our best to keep him happy, to keep getting more stuff in here, of course, right? That's what we do with all of our customers. So a lot of you have seen the trade-ins we've had this week with we had the Saturn trade-in, we had the Pokemon trade-in, we had the Pokemon card trade-in with all the slabs and the sealed product. We've had a lot of little small stuff traded in, of course, like, we always do. I wanted to show you some of that stuff, but I wanted to show you and just talk about the stuff we got in yesterday. Even in a long video like this, I don't even think I'll be able to show you everything. A lot of it I haven't even seen yet myself. A lot of this I bought sight unseen. I just knew there was value there. We came to an agreement on the price, and I bought it. We had several trade-ins yesterday. The first one, a guy came in to sell his collection. I don't know this gentleman. It's the first time he came in the store, I believe. But he decided to sell some consoles. I think he had like one tote of consoles, one tote of games. A few things didn't work when we tested it out, and he was kind of aware that some things were kind of messed up. He was just, I think, letting go of maybe some extra stuff that he had. But super cool collection, super great. Started off awesome. And then, as I said, we had the gentleman that worked at the GameStop back in the day. He came in. He drove from hours away to come see us and to sell us the stuff. And it's going to be awesome. That's definitely probably going to be the highlight of this video for sure, is that guy's stuff. We had another, I'm trying to think who all came in. We had another lady come in, and she sold us some toys. And there's some really cool toy stuff there for you toy guys. We'll have some neat like die cast and stuff coming out. I'll show you some of that stuff. Some cool car cases. We had one gentleman and his son, who is actually one of my mailmen that come in here and pick up packages from me sometimes. He and his son came in and sold us a bunch of toys. We got a bunch of cool Funko Pops, some retro stuff. They had just a hodgepodge of everything. And I don't know if you guys remember, I know I've said in some videos, and I've definitely said on our Facebook post if you've seen it, that this month of February marks our 5th year of business. 5th year, can you believe it? So I can't. It's crazy. It's been awesome. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but this has definitely been a bigger start to year 5 than I could have ever imagined. I don't know if this weekend can ever be topped. We had great sales, great trade-ins. It was truly an amazing weekend. So let's get to it. Let me show you some of what we got. So this was one of the first parts of our first trade-in. We've got some games here. There's some decent stuff in there. SSX always sells good for us. Underground, anything, whether it's Tony Hawk or Need for Speed, anything that says Underground on it sells good. We got a little bit of GameCube, a little bit of PS2, some sports titles and nothing crazy. Some decent Wii titles. Got Mario stuff in here, Mario Kart, Mario Bros, Mario Super Sluggers. Got Toy Story 3, that's a good one. Lego games are always good. Some average PS2 stuff. There's Cold Fear here, pretty decent. A little bit of PS1 stuff. Final Fantasies. Just a hodgepodge of stuff. He's got this little bag of handheld games. There's some average stuff in there, but there's like a Golden Sun there on the GBA. So that's kind of the first tote from this guy. This is the second tote of that trade-in. There's a lot of gold in this one. There's some Dreamcast consoles, one of them being the black Sega Sports. A golden Super Nintendo, you know we get tons of those. Some average but good NES games, like we got Mike Tyson's Punch out there. A lot of them are sleeved. Got a bag of gold. Got some gold card Zeldas. Again, another little stack of Wii games, some decent stuff in there. And some very good Zelda GameCube titles. I believe these are all complete. The cases are all decent. They've got the old stickers on them like I love. Some PC stuff, some Genesis stuff. There's a lot of Super Nintendo games, I believe, under this stack. Again, there's nothing super crazy in here. There's Killer Instinct, Super Punch-Out, some Mortal Kombats. I believe every one of the Donkey Kongs are in here. Final Fight. So a lot of good staple stuff in this box. I mean, this was a really good surprise trade-in. Said I'd never met this guy before, and he brought us some great stuff, so we appreciate him. I've actually sold a lot of our toy stuff that we got from that guy already I was telling you about, but we did get some cool figures, as I said, some Star Wars stuff, Funko Pops. There's some neat, like, SpongeBob ones in here I hadn't seen before. Got Squidward and Patrick, and we've got one of these brand new in the box Boglins. These things are pretty cool. They've got some value to them. I've got a few of these loose at home. I might end up keeping this one, but definitely some cool toys traded in. Here's some of the cars our lady friends traded in. We got some Stomper cars in a case. Got a Dukes of Hazzard car case. There's a couple red lines in here. There's some average stuff. There's nothing too exciting, but definitely neat to see. And these cases are pretty cool. They've got their usual crinkling on that clear wrap they kind of put on there, but this stuff's been, I think, in an attic for a long time, but really cool to see it. Appreciate it, Brent, coming in. There's a lot of other smaller trades that came in, but I'm going to jump straight to this big stuff. This was the GameStop employee trade-in. We've had a few GameStop employees from different places come in. This guy was actually a couple hours out of town, if I didn't mention that already. He seen our post and brought this stuff in. So we have another original Xbox kiosk here. This one has some issues. It's missing some pieces, but it has already helped us to complete a little bit more of the one that I got off the Facebook Marketplace. It's got this insert kind of a display thing in it now. That came from that unit. It's had some cords that one was missing, so glad to have it. There's a 360 stand. These are pretty cool. I got a Wii one. That's usually what I see. I might use this for the store because we're doing our Halo 3 community challenge right now. And some of these posters, guys, are enormous. This is a Halo 3, I'd almost call it like a wall scroll. The Halo 3 GameStop poster. This was for the console, the special edition console. There is a Ninja Gaiden 2 standee in here. It's all the pieces are here. It's just kind of folded up, different things. That's one piece to it. This box here is full of stuff. This is the stuff I was telling you I didn't even go through yet. There's all kinds of the GameStop posters from like the 360, PS3 era. Some a little bit before that. There's some PC stuff. There's all kinds of stuff. I'm most excited for the Nintendo stuff that's in here. There's some Halo stuff in here. A lot of this stuff, there's multiples of. So we will be definitely selling some of this. A lot of it will be staying here in the store. I love this stuff. I pulled a few things out to show you a little bit closer, but you guys can see here just how much stuff there is inside of this box. Just this one box I got from this guy. So, pretty neat stuff there. This is a PS3 kiosk, and it is in very good condition. It's got a display unit inside of it. The actual console goes inside, but it is fairly complete. It even has all of the attachments here to do the demo for the PlayStation Move stuff. So that is definitely unique. You definitely don't see that very often. Even have the rug here that would go in front of the kiosk. And I'm sure all those things got thrown away. This one's been in an attic, luckily. Then the last kiosk he brought us was this Xbox One kiosk. I don't know what it's been lately, but I have been incredibly interested in the Xbox One. I feel like it was maybe my last kind of childhood console. It was the first console I ever bought brand new. I think this was the last time they really like pushed and advertised games a lot, in my opinion. I feel like it was the last time they really tried on stuff. So it's got the original monitor. It's got the original controllers. These are actually only like half consoles. This isn't even like a full thing. The console goes in the back of it, similar to the PS3. And we even have the original retail display only Xbox One unit. So this is what would be inside of here to make it all work. So this is a 100% completely original. That's the original monitor. That's the original console. All of it. This is 100% original. So crazy, crazy stuff here that he's brought in on the kiosk. He also brought me a few boxes of these Game Exchange multi-cart kind of hard shell cases. Game Exchange is still around. However, these all came from our local Kansas City stores that are no longer around. I grew up going to a Game Exchange, and there's a good chance that these came out of a store that I enjoyed. I pulled this poster to show you some of the sizes of these things. This is one of the smaller posters. This is definitely smaller than that Halo Xbox poster. And you can see this is like probably like a 4-foot showcase, and this poster is bigger than it. It is a Call of Duty game poster. It says, pick up one of these great Call of Duty games. It's got the 360 Black Ops games, Wii games, Modern Warfare games, DS games, World at War for the DS is even on here. That is a very cool poster. You might have seen a couple of these in that box I was showing you. This is a Halo 3 one, but this was a large fold-up, like oversized countertop box to advertise these games. I got a Gears of War 2 one here and a Halo 3 one here. There's multiple of these for sure. We'll have a couple of these for sale in the store, but these are incredible. I mean, this is stuff that you just do not see every day, especially in person, so I'm very glad to have them. These are probably the two standees people will appreciate the most here in the store. This was a Halo 4 pre-order like countdown clock, like oversized countertop display. So this thing originally had a countdown that counted down to the release of Halo 4. We also have this Gears of War 2 standee. Again, it's a countertop standee. It's more of a regular size compared to the Halo 4 countdown clock. This one was showing off the steel cases, actual steel case, Gears of War 2 like collector's edition. From the time it's kind of wanting to sag a little bit, so I'm going to try to beef it up. But you can see like the dust on this thing, guys. Like this has been in someone's attic for a long time, but this is really cool stuff. I haven't found any solds for these, but I do know there's somebody asking like a dumb amount of money. I just found out on eBay this morning when I finally found one. So I don't know the actual value of some of this stuff. This stuff is so rare and hard to find and made in such a limited quantity that it's really hard to put a price on this stuff, especially when it's got like cosmetic issues like this tear, or like I was showing you on this one, like how it's trying to like sag from the weight of that case over all these years. So it's really hard to price this stuff when you're buying it and selling it. It's really just kind of what someone thinks it's worth. To me, this stuff is priceless. I love it. I don't think I'm going to sell these. This is going to have to sit in the store and be appreciated for a while before I do anything like selling it. Here's a couple more things that he had. This is some graded games. He had a 9.8 A+ WATA graded Godzilla Save the Earth for the Xbox. That's a cool one. But the one I think was the neatest, and I'm definitely keeping for a while, is this Dark Watch for the original Xbox. It's a 9.8 A++. So it doesn't really get any more perfect than that. It really doesn't. And what's special about this one, you might see up here, it says with t-shirt. This has a t-shirt shrink wrapped in with it. So for this to get that high of a grade with like a weird paper thing behind a t-shirt and shrink wrapped and all that stuff, it's crazy. I really would have a hard time believing there's any more than one of these in this condition and ever even left, whether graded or not. So this is incredible. He said he picked this stuff up from work back in the day, and he sent this stuff in just kind of on a whim. So he got some very good grades on this stuff, pulled it all fresh and off a shelf and sent it in. But this one here, like I said, having that t-shirt, that is a incredible piece for sure. Anybody that collects stuff knows how hard it is to get perfect grades, whether it's cards, games, anything like that. It is hard to get a grade that high. and on something that is that fragile with all that shrink wrap, that is amazing. I'm super glad to have it. Last thing I'll show you guys here is this Mountain Dew original Xbox. This thing is super clean. There ain't hardly a mark on it. It's got a little bit of dirt, some things that need to be rubbed off a little bit. But this console is minty. I have never owned, whether through the store or my personal collection, I've never had one of these Mountain Dew Xboxes. I almost bought one a couple years ago. I'm glad I didn't, because this gentleman brought it in, and I ended up getting it from him with all these amazing standees, graded games, collectibles, all this stuff. It's crazy. We're going to have to do a bunch of rearranging here in the store, because as you can see, it's just sitting here right in front of the front door. It's on the other side of this Xbox, but just right in front of the front door, right when you walk in, this stuff's just sitting here. So it's going to be a little bit of work, but we're going to get it figured out. That's pretty much it for the trade-ins this week, guys, that I want to show you. Like I said, there was so much stuff, I couldn't even figure it out. We're already running into a 16-minute video, mostly just me rambling and showing off crazy stuff, but it's amazing. I'll leave you with one more question to you guys. I've got this Fallout New Vegas shirt on. Is anybody as disappointed as me that they did not shadow drop either a remaster of 3 or New Vegas after the TV show Series 2 wrapped up? There was all them talks of them doing that, and they didn't. So let me know down in the comments if you guys are mad at Bethesda, Microsoft, whoever's at fault for not remastering this and dropping it when they were supposed to. Thanks, guys.